Welcome. My name is Paula, Digital Granny. I'm here to talk to you today about start making 900 a day and under 50. Here's how. Now, I love what I do because if you don't know who I am, I'm a mama. I'm a homeschooling mom. I have 5 kiddos, 3 homeschoolers, and 2 adults. And last June 2024, here's a little bit of my story. Okay. November 2022, suffered a mini stroke. I'm going to show you how we have days like this, okay? I am going to show you. So this is just a screenshot from one of the people in our community. I just took it today so that we have fresh, you can see, real time. So in November 2022, I suffered a mini stroke and my husband never showed up. He was away on a work trip, and those work trips were not work trips. So we'll leave it at that. The work trips were not work trips. This is real. This is legit, and this works. Okay, I've been doing this for a year and 2 months, and I would never choose to do anything else because this is a lifestyle business. It fits into my busy mom life, and I needed a way to make substantial income. Okay, so I get to do this. This is a blessing, and this is amazing, and you're going to be shocked by what it is that we do. So by the end of this, I walk you through this beginning to end. Every single video I do shows you beginning to end, so you have a full picture, okay? So November 2022, had a mini stroke. He never showed up. That left a family of 5 of us stuck and struggling because those work trips were not work trips. And then I started to do the dash because it was real, it was legit, it was something that I can do as a busy homeschooling mom. So I started to do that. And then I started to do that. My kids are outside. My kids are outside taking down the pool because our pool leaks. But anyways, if you hear little noises, it's my children taking part in the pool. I said, go be the demolishing team, demolish the pool. So I started to do the dash. And then one day in June 2024, I lost my Suburban. The transmission went, and you can only imagine what I was going through in my mind. I was like, great. Now what am I going to do? I have no job and no vehicle. And I prayed and I asked God, please give me some. I had been praying before that. And I should have gave you this first, but let's go over this. This is an income disclaimer. All this says is that we're not guaranteeing, because we can't guarantee your income. We're not guaranteeing anything. Okay. So you can screenshot this if you like in 3, 2, 1. Okay. It really comes down to, this is a proven to work blueprint, a proven to work process or program. And it does work, but are you going to show up to do the work? Are you going to be willing to learn and willing to work? Those are the two key things you need in order to be successful. Okay. And you can't have one and not the other. You have to be willing. Okay. So, and that's it. Like, there's no degree, no experience, no fancy equipment needed, just your phone and your Wi-Fi. Okay. So what is this? We promote digital programs. For digital programs, we're in the e-learning industry. And the e-learning industry is booming right now. Our number one selling program is a $900 program. 12 customers at that $900 is $10,800. That is only 3 customers a week. There are 5 billion people on social media every single day. Like, that is an awful lot of people. So these are the programs here. Now I'm going to show you again. Let me move myself to the side. And I will show you. These are the 4 programs. Okay. So how do you have a $900 day? Our number one selling program is that Legacy Builders 2.0. So this was my day. This was my day yesterday. 900 while watching a movie. And I always like to tell a little story, not only because I share my wins. Like, I don't share all of them, but I every now and then I'll share them in the community, because people can take my wins and share them too. Like, we can take and share other people's wins. So this was mine yesterday. All right. And that made it a $900 day from my phone. as a prior dasher, a busy homeschooling mom, this can fit into your life. So what is it that you guys do? Well, I'll show you what we do. We work a 2-hour workday. I'll make myself a little bigger, okay? We work a 2-hour workday. So what do? We create content. 1 hour, you have 1 hour to create 3 pieces of content. So videos, sometimes I do a 7-second video, and sometimes I will talk for a minute or 2 minutes. So you could do 2-minute, like 1 minute to 2 minute videos. You could do 1 7-second video. These are short videos. This is not a walkthrough like I'm doing. These are short little pieces of content, and our goal is to actually put them into our automated system. So my automated system is actually my landing page, which is grannysgettingpaid.com. Now, that does all the sales, all the heavy lifting, and that's where we want them to go, because they'll get all the information. Now, when I do my lives like this, I walk you through beginning to end, and I take you through it all so that you can see it all at once. Now, the other half hour we do is just simply posting a classified ad. Nothing fancy. If you've ever sold a pair of shoes, ever sold a coat, same idea. The last half hour, we respond to any comments on our videos. So if somebody says, hey, how do you do this? We say, okay, go to your, you just direct them to your automated, obviously not my website, to your website. Okay. So that's the 2 hours. That is what we do. We create videos. It is amazing to me, this opportunity. I love it. These are some of my favorite things about this. I make 100% profit on numbers like this: 100, 300, 609. Now, let's go back to the programs for a second. 963 and 1. I crossed out the 1 because I don't promote it. There is a one-time website fee, $39. Those other programs, if you're in the US, there's a plan for this. Our number one selling program, that Legacy 2.0, that's how I have $900 days. That is our number one selling program. Now, I purchased that. I was originally going to purchase the Launchpad because I didn't know what this was. I didn't understand this. And then I decided, no, she told me I couldn't, if I purchased that, sorry, my kids are in the backyard and I hear talks about what they're doing. So she said I couldn't promote anything else other than Launchpad. I said, forget that. So I went to the 9, I purchased the 9, and then I turned around and I have all 4 programs on my website. So it could be $55 a month for that if you are in the US, and a one-time $39 website fee to get started. There's no monthly fees for what you're about to hear about, the community, because we have our community and there's no monthly fees for that. There's no other, there's 2 incidental small things with GoDaddy. We usually talk about you have to come up with a domain, a website name, and then professional email. That's it. That's all. There's nothing else. So that's why there's so many things I love about this. And I love that it's not, you have to go get this and this and that. No, I paid a one-time program, paid a one-time website fee, purchased a domain and a professional email. The domain name, my suggestion would be keep it simple, keep it short, and memorable. Memorable. Like what? Like Walks with Lynn or Walks with Dave, or, something simple like that. Not complicated, something people will remember, and do not spell it in a strange manner because you want people to be able to get there without any friction. Okay. So let's move right along because I don't want to take up a lot of your time and I like to get to the point. Okay. Now, when you go to my website, I'm actually going to show you what it looks like. Okay. I'm going to show you what it looks like. And then we're going to listen to, hold on a second. All right. Okay. So when you go to Granny's, this is what it looks like. Okay. When you go there, you're going to see me, you're going to see my little man, and you're going to see my little granny. Okay. You have to put your email in there, and then you will see this video. And that's not the founder, but you'll see the video, the founder, when it first comes up. And then you can click on the pink button to actually go to my website, because this is the landing page. On the website, you'll have more information. You can scroll through that at your own speed, at your own time. Now, what I did within the last couple days is I actually created a link tree, because there are people that want to purchase right away and they don't want to get into the email sequence, that automated system. That's what this is. Remember the automated system? So if somebody doesn't want to hang out there and they're just like, you know what, all I want to do is get started, just show me how to purchase. Because I have a lot of those people that are just like, they've seen the videos, they've seen the lives, they've been in the lives with me, and they don't want to go through all the emails. They just want to, how do I purchase? So that's why I created this. It's just a little link tree. So you could get back to my landing page this way, or you can choose to get started with this program, that program, or that program. If you clicked on this one, oh, it's not going to let me. Oh, yes, it is. It just takes you directly to that email, the automated system. Okay. So that's completely up to you. This is in my profile. And as you can see, Grannies, you always have to put the WW in front of there. I don't know why. It just is what it is. Okay, let's get back to this. Let me actually listen. Let me bring her on here for a second. Okay. So this is Cecilia. We are a global business opportunity. Cecilia is going to take a few minutes and share her testimonial. And I'm just going to now share this right
Good evening, everybody. I'm Cecilia, all the way from South Africa, and I myself couldn't really wrap my head around this whole make money while you sleep thing, because here in South Africa, if you don't work, you don't make money. That's that. But my whole journey with this started after I went through a divorce, opened up a salon, and started going deeper and deeper in debt. I started working 15 hours a day. I had a credit card, and then my plan B was to take out a second credit card. Plan C was take out a massive loan, pay off these 2 credit cards, and just have the loan. But pretty soon I maxed out those credit cards as well. And it was never on extravagant holidays or anything like that. It was literally to fill my food cupboards with what we needed. So as a single mom working 15 hours a day, I started going deeper and deeper into that mom guilt rabbit hole and that debt hole, and that not being able to afford groceries, and life just started pressing very hard. So my final break wasn't necessarily the crying 6 days out of a week in the shower or struggling to fill my grocery cupboard. It was actually happened on a day when I went to pick up my little girl from school. I had clients at my nail salon, and I asked her if she had to hurry because I needed to get back at the salon. One mum show running there, and she was 5 minutes late. I snapped at my daughter immediately because I was in a hurry, and I told her she had to hurry. But when I looked up, she was already crying. She had a tough day at school, and I made her tough day even worse because I was an overworked, overwhelmed mum. I never wanted to be that mum. I already had 2 little boys up in heaven, and I honestly ran this work from home business that I had so that I could give my daughter everything that I could, so that I could be there, never miss a milestone. But yet I still ended up being the overworked mum, snappy mum, never being able to say yes type of mum. And I knew that day, you know what, I'm going down the wrong way. But what broke the straw that broke the camel's back was actually I finished close to 9 p.m. that evening. And when I looked up from my nail desk, my teenager fell asleep on the couch. She sat up waiting for me to be able to speak to me about what happened in her day, and I couldn't be there. It wasn't the first time. And I knew if something wasn't going to change, this was also not going to be the last time. So that evening, I had my final breakdown in the shower where I was like, Lord, please, this can't be it. This can't be the life that I'm supposed to live. This is not the mum that I want to be. Please open a door. Please show me something different. Now, if you've ever felt in your heart, there's got to be more to life than all work, no play. There's got to be more to life than having debt collectors phoning me 1,000,000 times a day for money that I don't have. I'm going to tell you that feeling is 100% accurate. Because the next morning, I sat scrolling social media just before I woke my daughter up for school. I scrolled social media and I came across this beautiful mum that said, I'm just a mum of 6, a grandma of 5, and I found a way to work 2 hours a day and earn daily pay online. And I was like, what? What? I just want my time back with one little girl, and I would love to make an extra 10,000 Rand a month as a South African. That's like $600, right? And I got started, but I told my little girl, Nani, Mama's going to make some money on TikTok, right? And her eyes blew up. You guys, the next thing that I had to say is, okay, so how do I do that? She had to show me where to press the plus. I had no following. I had no clue how to do this. I've never done something like this before, but I decided to start following the steps inside this program. 6 weeks later, I made my first dollars while sleeping. I woke up and there was a 1 on my PayPal, and I was like, this works. It works. Because I've tried 1,000,000 things before and none of it worked. None of it paid out. The dollars never got to my PayPal. And 2 hours later, while doing somebody's nails for 280 Rand, which is about an hour and 45 minutes worth of work, I made another $300. And I'm like, what? I just made another, in South African rands, that's another 5,000 Rand, not needing to do anything. And I'm like, this is the rich uncle's business. I've struck gold. You guys, in a 4-week span after that, as a South African, I made my first 6 figures, which was 145,000 Rand. For the first time in my life, I had that type of money in my bank account. And I was starstruck, and I was like, more mums needs to know about this. More mums needs to know about this. 3 months later, not a single bit of debt left on my name. Both credit cards, loans, everything was paid off. No debt collector phoning me anymore. And 5 months into this, I flipped our zip code. We moved from the beach, up from the bush to the beach, and we get to live the life that I've always wanted to give my little girl. I could put her in a better school where she's happy now. I could put her in a school where she's growing and she's flourishing and she's not coming home crying anymore. And that's all I wanted. I just wanted to give her the mum that she deserves, that's not snappy, that's not overworked, that's not overwhelmed, and to give her things that could make her happy, make her feel safe. I just want to be your hope dealer tonight, like Michelle was mine back in May 2023. It's 2 years later. I still get excited every single day when I wake up. I still get excited about what it is that I'm going to learn inside here. I still feel part of something because it's literally a community that feels like family. People caring about each other, people helping each other, lifting each other up. I'm just a normal mama that didn't even know where to press the plus and upload my first video. I'm nothing special. And I've changed our whole life because I was willing to learn a set of new skills and take the hand that reached out to me and said, let me help you. This is the hand that reaches out to you tonight. This is going to change your life if you are willing to take that next step.
Okay, so I like to share these testimonials. These are just, we're just moms, dads. I will have to share some maybe next time I will share testimonial from a guy, okay? Because guys can do this, women can do this, we can do this anywhere in the whole entire world. Guys, I'm sorry. I told you my kids are coming in and out the door, and I'm like, shh, trying to be quiet. But so let me show you again, because my time is running out here. I like to keep these short. So this is where our programs are, okay? Legacy 2.0. This is where our programs are. And I forgot to share the bonuses. Let me go back. So these are the bonuses. 200 digital product ideas, a 30-day marketing strategy growth plan you get. This is the founder, how she hit 1 million in 17 months, the blueprint. Faceless marketing for a faceless empire. Canva crash course. Those things are available. Those are the bonuses. This is our community. There are 55,000 of us. Let me make this a little bit bigger. 55,000 of us in the main community. So when I said earlier there's no monthly fees, that's because there's no monthly fees. We have access to this community, access to mentoring. Mentoring is exclusively done by the founder for the Legacy program. Anybody that purchases the Legacy 2.0, which is the $900 program, you have exclusive mentoring with her on every single Tuesday. We do that. Mondays and Thursdays are mentoring done by six-figure income earners inside of our program. Every single week, she puts on a webinar that we can actually invite our potential customers to. So not only do you have a program, everything you need in the program, everything you need in the community to build a successful online business, but she gives us more, like so much more value we receive than just paying a one-time program and a one-time website fee. So that webinar is done once a week. We also are doing a 30-day momentum map right now. How to grow a following, how to grow an email list, how to grow a customer base. 30-day momentum map. I love this. Every single day I get a 3-minute, well, it's a short video. Like it could be a minute, could be 4 or 5 minutes. They're short daily videos that give you a step-by-step on what to do. Are you doing that in your business? It is amazing to me that as a beginner, we can just follow this step by step. Okay. And okay, guys, come on. So also inside the community, you can see wins. So I can simply click on the wins and okay, that was my win from yesterday. So I thought I would share that. There's some other wins. Thanks to this program. So here I am, paid off lots of debt. Okay, dreams do come true. Desiree said, thanks to this program and spending just $900 one time when I was a skeptic, had 52 in the bank, got on a plan. Here I am, paid off lots of debt, quit my job, just bought my dream car. The car I wished for forever, but couldn't even remotely afford. I pick it up tomorrow. Paid with cash, all because of this. If you need help, ask. If you have slow times, keep going. That's awesome. Okay. And this is just one of many wins. Okay. It is amazing to me what we get to do and what we get to be a part of. Should we choose to take that step? Well, I'm a skeptic. I'm scared. I'm fearful. All of us were. Well, what if I'm uncomfortable? Well, I was more uncomfortable being broke and struggling than trying to do something different, trying to do something new. Because if you remember, I was just doing the dash and I wasn't making enough money. I was struggling and I needed a way. God brought a way and this is it. And I love it. And I don't want to take any more of your time because I know that time is precious. If you have questions, reach out to me. If you watch this later and you're like, hey, just do me a favor, drop me a replay, give me a thumbs up. Make sure that if you want to get started, you want to get more information, get into grannies. Also, if you just want to go to the shortcut, forget the automated system, and you're like, no, just I want to get started, then go to my link that is inside of my profile, and I'll show it again to you right now. That right there. Okay. That's in my profile. It is a link tree. They call them a link tree. And you can choose just to purchase right directly from there instead of going into my automated system. So if you don't want to mess with that and you just want to purchase, then you can purchase directly from here. Okay. If you have questions, I'm always around. I will never slide into DMs. I don't do that nonsense. We don't chase customers. We don't slide into DMs. I love what I do. If you have questions, let me know. Oh, sorry. I just saw a comment. South Africa, Kim, we have 20 millionaires in South Africa. 20 millionaires in South Africa. And if you missed this, you came on the right video, because I just shared Cecilia's testimony. I'm going to end this right in a few minutes. But what I will say to you is this, Kim, watch this live, because I shared a testimony from one of those women in South Africa. Actually, her name is Cecilia, and you can watch that video because she is in South Africa and she was struggling. And this program did, like for me, like for her, helped us moms. So if you want to watch that after, you should be able to watch that right after this. Okay. And if you have questions, just either go through my system, my automated system, and you can email me any questions that you have, and I will gladly answer them. Have a blessed day, Kim, and make sure you go back and watch it, because you'll like that testimony. Okay. Have a wonderful day. Bye.